Hi, it's Chris Folland here. And Fee asked this week, what's your definition of time freedom? And this is my video response because when I looked at that question, I thought there are different ways to answer that. My initial reaction was, oh, there must be just 1 + 1 = 2. There must be a definition of time freedom that's universal for everybody. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized, nope, that's not the case at all. That my definition of time freedom's actually changed in my life. Like when I was at school and I was studying, maybe I'd had maths homework. As soon as my maths was done, I was able to go outside and play football, play tennis, catch up with friends. I had some freedom in my life. I was away from my homework. But then when I graduated and I started working in law, I was in a law office pretty much most of the day, most of the week, and most of the year. Now, my definition of time freedom changed because I had so much of a focus on work now. What I really wanted to do was go ski. So that's what I did. So my change up was to go to Canada and go skiing was only supposed to be a short period of time, ended up being 6 years. And then I had a feeling of time freedom, living on the mountain, skiing as much as I wanted. I had time freedom. And then I started to realize, okay, well, I didn't have a whole lot of financial freedom. And so I started to see in my early 30s that time freedom had a relationship with money, how much money I had, because my definition of time freedom is being able to do what I want, when I want, with who I want. And that is to a certain degree tied to how much money I have available to be able to do the things that if I've got the time to do it, if my income is disconnected from a time to make that income, then I've got more time and I need the resources to go be able to do what I want to do. And so it might be different for you. It might be different depending on where you are in your life. You might want to, time freedom for you might be just being able to take a break and have a coffee once you drop the kids off at school. Maybe it's having a massage every week. Maybe it's time freedom to not work so you can be with your grandkids. It could be totally different depending on where you are in your life. And also it's a mental thing, right? So it's a philosophy. It's totally a philosophy because you could just change your thoughts and the meaning that you have attached to work and that you don't want to be there. If you question what you like and you dislike in your head and think, oh, that's just a label I've given it, why am I so attached to that? Then you might actually look at what you're currently doing and realize that you are already free. You are actually free. What I decided to do before I figured that out was get my money sorted. And so money sorted, when I mean that I didn't need to go to work anymore for the income that was coming in. I had covered my living expenses without needing a paid job, and I was free to do what I wanted with my day, unattached to the income side of things. Okay, if that's making sense. So now I have an element of time freedom. So then it was like, how I got there originally was to do with strategy. So that might be an area for you to look at. If you are wanting more time freedom in your life and you're wondering, oh, well, how am I going to get that? I'm working every hour that God gives and my money's going to different places. How am I actually going to save enough money to be able to retire or have enough money in my investments to not have to work anymore? Well, we might be able to help with that because we went through the same scenario of figuring out what to do with our money, making sure that we separate it into different buckets and allocate it to the expenses that need to be paid, but then into investment income, into an investment vehicle that would actually set us free. Maybe that's the route that you might be called to reach out and talk to Fee and I about. What we also did is we looked at increasing our income on a side hustle so that we had some income coming in that was building in a passive way, not just go out and earned the type of earned income that we were earning at the time. So that might be something to reach out for. So it might be philosophy, it might be strategy, it might be systems, it might be the thing that's missing in your life. The systems that we used, so that was set on autopilot, so we knew for sure that if we just followed the system, let the system do the work, that we're going to be financially free in a period of time, a number of years down the track. So that might be something to reach out for. It might be coaching, it might be mentoring, it might be accountability. Any of that, if that resonates with you, feel free to reach out because really at the end of the day, this video message is about progress. Once you've got a definition in your mind of what you want your life to be around time, and your freedom around that, next step is what do you want to achieve more than you have right now? And going it alone, I found, is overrated. As soon as I started getting a coach and a mentor and somebody in that realm who'd already been there, it just sped up the process. So if you're wanting more, if you're wanting to progress, you're wanting more time freedom in your life, and you're a bit stuck, or you're wondering how to do it in the shortest possible time, or just pick brains on different options, then feel free to reach out. This is Chris Folland, wishing you a fantastic day ahead, and ciao for now.